there, it's Lauren Foster, your happiness and health coach. I have been trying to post this video for several days, and I encountered internet problems, internet connectivity issues, and upgrade problems with my computer, and this and that and the other. There were so many teaching points in there about paradigms coming up and, adversity and hero's journey. And I'm going to head over to Be Happy First Together after this and do a whole video on that, on how not to let obstacles derail you. But this video is about how your carbohydrate intake affects your health and your well-being and your weight, and also about what the primal food pyramid looks like as opposed to the standard American diet pyramid that is so grain heavy. So in the last video, I gave you the overview of what the primal survival rules, guidelines are, and they are to eat meat and vegetables, to avoid poisonous things, to move often and slowly at a gentle pace, to lift heavy things every once in a while, to sprint every once in a while, to get outside and get sunshine and dirt and exposure to Mother Earth, and to sleep well, at least 8 hours a night, to honor your body and honor your circadian rhythms, and to have great stress management, to understand that over-exercising causes stress, causes your body to jump into that fight or flight response, which triggers cortisol, excess cortisol, which triggers excess insulin, that does all of these detrimental things to your body. So don't exercise too much. I thought that was amazing news. And other forms of stress management, being able to view stress as a challenge instead of a detriment. But that, again, is another subject all on its own. So how many carbohydrates are you supposed to have? Not one of my favorite words, but here are the guidelines. If you are happy with your body composition like it is, you're the right way, the weight that you want to be, you have the right amount of lean body mass, the amount of fat that you want to have. If your body is in the shape that you like it to be, then you can hone in at about 150 grams of carbohydrates a day and maintain that weight easily and effortlessly for the rest of your life and feel great while you're doing it. And 150 grams of carbs is not difficult to achieve and stay at. Sadly, the standard American diet that is focused on a lot of grains and cereals and pastas and breads as the big bulk of your diet is way over 150 grams of carbs a day. It's really into the 300 grams of carbs a day. So anything over 300 grams of carbs is in the danger zone. This is where you're going to gain weight a lot. You're going to get into type 2 diabetes. You're going to have all other sorts of hormone imbalances and health issues that are related to that. And sadly, the standard American diet is going to put you there, even if you eat healthy, even if you are avoiding junk food and sodas and extra sugars in your diet. If the basis of your diet is grains and starchy vegetables and high carbohydrate items, you're going to be in that 300 or more danger zone. So between 150 and 300 is a place where you can kind of hang out. Then if you are wanting to lose some weight, but you're not in a giant hurry and you are in the mood to kind of wait and make it easy and develop a lifestyle that is easy for you, then you can get between 100 and 150 grams of carbs a day. And this is going to kind of get you on the path of losing a pound or two a month. And of course, it's going to vary depending on how heavy you are, how damaged your metabolism is from a lifetime of abusing carbohydrates and sugars. But in the 50 to 100 grams is very easy and comfortable weight loss. And then when you get below 50 grams a day, 0 to 50 grams, then you are likely to get into the state of what we call ketosis, which has all kinds of other awesome benefits that go along with that, like mental clarity and great, easy appetite control and things like that. But you're also going to drop pounds a little bit quicker when you're in that ketogenic state of 50 grams of carbs below, because your body is learning to burn fat as its primary source of fuel, which is what we were evolved to do. So just recap the carbohydrate curve. 150 to 300, actually, that is going to be your insidious weight gain area. If you're much more than 150, approaching that 300, after age 35, you're going to put on a pound and a half a year. This is the just insidious sneaking up on you, finding yourself getting heavier and heavier every year area. And then from 50 to 100 is a gentle, easy, nice weight loss place to be. And then 50 or below is a more aggressive, more deliberate, more intentional reshaping of your body composition until you get to the fat to lean to muscle to fat ratio that you want to be in. So that's what the carbohydrate curve looks like in the primal lifestyle. Now the food pyramid, and I'm looking for some graphics, hopefully I will have those appear as files that you can download and look at them and have a visual for what this looks like. But the standard American diet pyramid is heavy, heavy, heavy on the pastas and the breads and the grains and the cereals and whole grains that they say are healthy for us. And then there's vegetables, and then there's meat, and then there's fat. So we're sort of flipping that upside down. Most of the things that you eat are still going to be vegetables. A lot of people have the misconception that a primal lifestyle is very meat heavy. That's really not the case. It's really very vegetable heavy and a wide variety of vegetables. So if most of your vegetables are the ones that grow above ground, your broccolis and cauliflowers and green vegetables and leafy vegetables, and some of them are the vegetables that grow below the ground, potatoes and carrots and turnips and things that are starchier and heavier in carbs. But if you have that great balance, it's very, very easy to stay within or underneath that 150 grams of carbs per day. So variety is the spice of life. If you're having steak and potatoes every day, that's not enough variety for a really healthy diet. So the biggest portion of the food pyramid is vegetables. And then after that is healthy fats. And your healthy fats are going to come from animals. The saturated fat that's in beef and pork and chicken and humanely raised and sustainable high quality meats and the fats that come from them. And then of course your vegetable fats like avocados and olives and even some bananas if you are really adapted and can handle the carb load that's in bananas. So good healthy portion of fats. And then in the tiny parts of the pyramid, you're getting into incidentals like nuts and seeds that are really great sources of fat and protein and some carbohydrates in moderation. And then supplements and spices and things like that are up in the tip of that too. So this whole different way of approaching food and the new pyramid is a different paradigm. And the final thing that I want to leave you with today is indeed a suggestion to think about, just consider this paradigm shift, which Mark Sisson said in my Primal Health Coaching training, which I just thought was so very brilliant, that we, especially as Americans, think that more is better, and we're the nation of the supersize me, and we have this idea that we want to be able to eat as much as we possibly can and not suffer the consequences of weight gain or disease or whatever, and that's taxing to our body. We are putting so much strain on our body by forcing it to digest food all the time that it can't get around to going and doing the other important work that it needs to do, like cell repair and cleaning things up. And so we're treating our bodies like the house of a hoarder and bringing in all kinds of things that we don't need and don't have any place to put. So, and causing all sorts of complications. What if instead of that paradigm, we had the idea that I'm going to figure out how I can eat as little as possible and still feel amazing and still maintain the body composition that I want and keep my lean body mass, to have all the energy that I want, to enjoy every single morsel of food that passes my lips, and to never ever be hungry. What about that for a different paradigm, which is where I am getting and embracing and loving this very, very much. It is so freeing to be able to make my own decisions about what I'm going to eat and when, instead of being in the starving to death, oh my God, I can't miss a meal, I'm getting dizzy, my blood sugar is dropping, being kind of at the mercy of your appetite. Whereas when you become fat adapted and keto adapted and are turning yourself into a primal being that is used to burning fat, then lunchtime rolls around and your body doesn't care if it gets the energy that it needs from your plate or from your butt. So I can make the decision that, you know what, I would rather continue with my work that I'm really enjoying, or my play that I'm really enjoying, or whatever it is that I'm doing, instead of having to shut everything down and go and eat. And my body will say, fine, I'll go to my belly and get my meal from there. And we have this ample supply of clean fuel for our bodies. Even if you are an elite athlete with the lowest body fat of anyone, you still have abundant stores of energy in the form of fat for your body to use. And you do not have to be a carbohydrate addict. You do not have to be a sugar addict. You do not have to be attached at the hip to a source of food at every moment. So I know this was a lot, and they're all going to be a lot. And if you are, I'm going to come and see if there are question marks. So if there are questions in here that I will be happy to hang around and answer. But if you're watching the replay, write your questions in the comments. I'm going to read every single one of them. And if the same question is coming up a lot, I'll come back and do another video about it, or I will answer you in the comments. Or if you want to ask me a personal question that you don't really want to share with the world, private message me and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have about this. And I really want you to get on this journey with me. I made up my mind to become a primal health coach because I have body composition goals of my own. And I knew that if I agree to teach this, that I'm absolutely going to do it. I'm going to hold myself accountable for practicing what I preach and being in alignment with the messages that I'm giving you. So I have already released about, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, about 7 pounds over about a month, in the month of February, very easily and very joyfully, and without, stressing myself out and spending all my time in the gym. And it was very easy and graceful. So I really hope that you will get on this journey with me and stay with me and help to hold me accountable, and let me hold you accountable as well. And accountability to me is a partner in believing, someone that will hold your hand and be your cheerleader and believe in you when your own belief in yourself should start to falter. So I look forward to seeing you in another video. Let me see what is going on. If there's, I'm not up until now great at navigating the live video. So if you are asking questions and I have missed them, I do apologize, but I will go back and do my best to, answer this for you in the future. So I look forward to seeing you in a future video. Please interact with me in whatever way that you can and feel led to, and have an amazing, wonderful day. Remember, be happy first. Happiness is a choice. Mwah.